Alright, welcome back to the SuperCoach Enough channel. In this video, we're looking at the round 13 review for the AFL SuperCoach. And I guess probably a slightly disappointing week there with 2009. Would have thought getting 2000 with 18 players was pretty good, but I think there was some big scores going around. So the average was closer to 2200. So I've slid back about 3000 spots, which is a bit disappointing, but still got the second half of the buy rounds, and I think we should be okay enough to reclaim a few spots there. So we'll have a look how the team went. So Nick Dacos with 118, so obviously went alright today. I guess having Jordan Dawson as captain probably was the best option, just looking through the list. Yeah, probably could have got Dunkley for an extra 50 points. And now obviously with my VC wasn't too flash either, but that's alright. Jack Sinclair with 125, so he was the trade-in last week for Jack Zeeble. I did see Zeeble turned up, but I guess, yeah, having that extra buy coverage and, getting that score from Sinclair, that's a pretty good first effort from him. Will Day back turning up, which is great to see with 109. Weddle with the 68. I don't know if I would have got that score. Just having a quick look through. I would have got those four. They would have all been above. So it's what, 12, 14. Probably those four too, yeah. So probably didn't get Weddle 68 or Chincotta's 52. So that's okay. It'll be interesting to see what Weddle's break even is. 39. There's still a bit more cash to be made there. Dunkley was 148, so he was the highest scorer this week for us. Bontempelli with 125, that's another solid return. Merritt and Sarong turning up. Tom Green with the 77, that's a bit disappointing. Jack Steele with an 85, he probably hasn't been going as well as we would have hoped. Will Ashcroft with 79, so yeah, that's probably about right for him. And Johnson with a 96, that's a really nice pick up from him. We thought we had Clayton Oliver, but obviously he ended up missing out. So hopefully he's good to go this week. In the rucks, we had Marshall and English 99. So I thought against Port, whose rucks aren't traditionally that strong, I thought we'd go good there, but obviously didn't work out. We could have got Briggs in for an extra couple of points, but I don't think you'd pick Briggs over English. But Marshall with 119 is good, and yeah, so Briggs with 114. So still got negative break even. He's made quick 150k. Should make at least another 50 this week based on his projection. So been a pretty nice trade. Tim Taranto with the 136, so he just keeps bossing it. Rosie with the 108. It's pretty good. Golden with 62 was a bit flat, and we wouldn't have got that score as part of our score anyway. Sheasel and Ford both did well. And then did have a plan to loophole Mitchell and Angwin, but then it was a pretty full-on weekend, and I completely forgot. So we didn't get the 74, but even then, I don't think it would have quite made it in the mix anyway, so that's fine. So I guess we can start by just hit the optimize button, get as many of the green dots off the field as we can. So she's got flipped back, that's pretty good. So we've got a full forward line, the rucks, or probably Marshall over Briggs, maybe full midfield line. And we've still got Oliver on the bench, so probably we'll, hang on. If I swap them around, Golden can go on for Angwin, and Oliver comes into the side there. Clear out the bench. So we're only missing one there. And other than that, we've got a full team, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, should be a pretty good week, I would have thought. Alright, we'll throw the E on Briggs and him. They're both available. Um, not that we really have many options to flip them. I guess Angwin in Ford could rotate through. And now, so I guess we probably don't have Constable, do we? So we've really only got 20 on field. But yeah, we should easily get 18 out of that. Yeah. All right. But in terms of the captain, vice captain this week, so you got Port Geelong the first game. So maybe Tommy Stewart. Maybe continue to back Dunkley in with the VC against Sydney. Oh, hang on. We don't have Oliver Melt on the bye this week, so that doesn't matter so much. Right, we'll go back to Anglin. We'll just leave Roberts there. It's fine. Actually, we don't want them on field. Alright, cool. So yeah, so Dunkley vice captain, that's fine. And then after that, who's back in? I guess Bontempelli's a safe option against North. He should go pretty good. So yeah, we might just leave it at that. In terms of trades, I don't think there's anyone in particular we want to bring in, although we should have a look at how we're going for next week. But I think we can deal with that next week. So we've got 6, well, minus Constable, so 5 at the back. Then should have full midfields. What's that? 13, 14. Those 4 should make 18. So we've got 18 without making any trades. But I guess in terms of possible options, if we just have a look at the break even, so Chincotta with a break even of 26 could stay. Angwin we could use to free up some funds perhaps. Get someone like, was it Marich that played his first game this week? We'll have to have a look at the break evens. Could trade out Briggs or could just let him make the rest of his cash. Probably leaning towards that to make sure we do get full premium side at the end. Ford's still got some good money to make. And those guys are keepers, so that's fine. I guess out the rest, you could trade out Ashcroft, but he will play next week, so we're not too keen on that. Yeah, so I think the rest of the team's okay with where we're at, but have a look at the low break-even players. Who's on the bubble? So Melican might be an option. I guess Mullen, if he's named this week at bottom dollar, is going to be a pretty nice cash-out option. Might be worth going early on like a Chincotta for that. After that, don't really see any. Marriage, I guess we could get in just for a number, like get out of Angwin and cash out with Marriage. Didn't set the world on fire, but that's fine. Fife went alright again. So, do we have to get Fife? Probably not. So, so I guess in terms of the overall team, what do we got? We've got 560 there in our defence to go one up, one down. Probably not quite enough. So if you bring, these guys, what's up there at 670 between the two. So again, probably not quite enough to go one up, one down to get a big gun. So I guess, we are going to have to rely on Briggs making some money. All his money. We've got Humphrey as well. Although the way he's going, he could even be an F6. So, we'll focus on the last defense upgrade and last big midfield upgrade. I forgot we got Will Day. So if we leave it like this, I think the defense is pretty well set. And yeah, so in the forward line, we just need an extra. Because I guess I was counting Sheasel there. So a defense or a forward player to finish up. And it might be someone like a Darcy Cameron. How did he go on the weekend? Oh, Capitals. 464, that's not fantastic. So a 92. So I guess as a F6, R3 sort of option backup, it's probably not the worst shout. So yeah, so I guess, if Briggs did make his 50k, it's not ideal, but we could go Cameron to Briggs next week, and will give us a second ruck for the week. And then I guess with that trade as well, then we'd look at getting in the Madden as the loophole going forward. So obviously, you can make a couple of hundred out of Mitchell. What's he on? 44. Could probably hold him a little bit longer too. Maybe an Eddie Ford or something, perhaps. Or I guess, yeah, maybe just Angwin. Get out of him. Yeah, so then that just leaves that big midfield upgrade, which we should have a bit of money about for between a couple of the other options and the last defense upgrade. So it's probably helped with James Sicily. Looks like he's going to get suspended, so I think he's quite pricey. Yeah, it's 650. It's not cheap, but I guess we've got the time and the trades to make that happen if he's going to have a couple of weeks on the bench. In terms of the last midfield options, it's pretty much more or less whoever you want. Probably, I guess, Rory Laird would be the obvious one at 625. But I guess I haven't thought about that one too closely. We'll just get through the buys first, I think, and then we'll get through that. But yeah, so I guess all in all, we're not doing too bad. I think I predict that we'll go all right this week, and then next week I know a lot of people are struggling, but if we've got 18 and we can add in someone like a Darcy Cameron, that sort of thing, just to shore that up, I think that won't be the worst outcome for us. But we might just leave it there. So as always, if you've got any thoughts, feel free to comment. If you're enjoying the content, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.